Lucky to be watching New York Noise.
This is for New York Noise.
Greetings, y'all. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk about another of one of my influences, my musical influences. These are things that I discovered that really had an impact on the music and bands that I listened to and became fans of. In the mid 2000s, or like 2005 or 6, I think, I discovered this show that was based in New York. It was in the New York area. It was on like a New York arts channel, and it was called New York Noise. I've talked about it, mentioned it multiple times over the course of these videos that I've been making for 3 years. And today we're going to dedicate a whole show to it. How about that? So New York Noise was a hour-long music video program. It was created by a woman named Shirley Braha. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And the show combined music videos with some live performances and interviews and some little kind of like comedy kind of bits and stuff like that. But it really captured the scene in New York at that time. The show ran from 2003 to 2009. And, there was this really great, vibrant, like indie rock scene going on in New York, Brooklyn, and her show really captured that scene and the bands and performers, that were kind of, engrossed in that scene. And I don't remember how I discovered the show. I must have just been scrolling through, the guide on the TV and saw it one day. And what I would basically do is I had a DVR at the time, and I would record it every week. And then when I'd get home from work, I'd watch it and just kind of like, watch a video. If something wasn't, catching my ear, I just fast forward to the next video and what have you. And it was very, very, very rare that in the course of an hour episode, if I didn't find something that I liked and discovered, and, pretty much everything that I was seeing on that show, the bands and artists that I was seeing on that show were completely new to me. There was maybe one or two that I had heard of before, like the Go Team, but most of the bands that I was witnessing on the show were brand new to me, and I became fans of. And just, you'll see now, it's just this endless parade of music I'm about to show you. All these bands I'm a fan of, and all of it came from seeing them on New York Noise. So I'm just gonna whiz through these and maybe mention like the song that or video that played on New York Noise, in the hopes that how New York Noise exposed me to these bands, hopefully I'm exposing you to these bands, and you'll maybe jot a few of these down and take a listen, and who knows, maybe you'll discover something new the same way I did watching New York Noise. So first up we have the Thermals. Great, like kind of alt rock, indie rock band. The tune on here that I remember catching on New York Noise was Returning to the Fold. Great, great song. Likey Lee, I never knew how to pronounce her name, Likey Lee or Likey Lie, I don't know, but they played a bunch of her videos on there. From this album, it was I'm Good, I'm Gone. She kind of has like kind of alternative rock, but also a little bit of like, I guess, electronic or a dance kind of vibe to it as well. Cut Off Your Hands is another one. The video from this album was called Oh Girl. Great, like kind of, I don't know, kind of like dream alt pop kind of stuff. I don't know how to describe the mother effing Death Set, just really like punk kind of, I guess punk, would be the best way to kind of categorize them if you got to. The tune on here, the video that I loved that I saw on New York Noise, became a fan of, was Negative Thinking. Negative Thinking. We got Little Joy. Now this is a band that the drummer, whatever his name is, Fabrizio or whatever his name is from the Strokes. His like kind of side project, really good kind of mellow, chill rock music. This is, I don't think they ever did another album, which is a bummer, but this is a really good album. The video that the New York Noise plays that caught my ear was No One's Better Sake. Great song. Then we've got Camera Obscura, great kind of dreamy pop alternative band. Awesome tune from here that caught my ear, French Navy. Check that tune out. Then this is somebody I think a lot of you are probably familiar with, but I really wasn't. I was familiar with his band, but not him. And that's Steve in Malkmus and the Jicks, right? The Jicks, yeah. And this song from this video that they played, Gardenia, great song, made me a fan, went out and bought a bunch of his solo records. Great kind of like straight ahead rock, alternative rock band, great guitars and everything, Sons and Daughters. The tune from this album was, give me a minute, y'all. What the heck was the song? Guilt Complex, right? Guilt Complex, there it is. Guilt Complex, great band, check them out. Another kind of dreamy alternative pop band, Those Dancing Days. I think they might be from Sweden, I'm not sure, but track on here, the video that I love, Hittin' is the song. Another great rock band, Black Lips, and their video, Bad Kids, great song. We got kind of a fun, bouncy kind of, I guess electronica kind of indie band, the New Young Pony Club. And the tune off this, The Bomb. Check out The Bomb. It's The Bomb. What? I don't know. Then another really dreamy pop indie band, I believe from Brooklyn, Chairlift. The tune on here, video I really liked. There were two actually. Evident Utensil was really good, and then I remember Planet Health being really good. I believe they started as a three-piece, then became a duo, and I think the girl in the band went on to like do a lot of songwriting for Beyonce or somebody like that. I just remember reading she had this really successful career just writing songs for somebody like that. Another great kind of punk rock alternative band. I just saw them live last year, Titus Andronicus, and the song Titus Andronicus, great tune. Another kind of like electronica indie band, CSS, their tune Alcohol, check it out. And another band I just saw live last year, kind of punk band, Les Sabi Fav, and their video for what was it? Patty Lee, sorry. Patty Lee. Great video, great song. Very minimalistic video, as a matter of fact, but a really good one. Another kind of electronica, kind of alternative band, Peter Bjorn and John. And Nothing to Worry About was the video on here that I really loved. This is another cool band. This is Holy Hail, and the video for them was Cool Town Rock. Yeah, Cool Town Rock. Great song. I don't know how to really describe them, like alternative, just kind of like poppy kind of stuff. Great though. So these next ones, I mean, I could almost say this for all of these, but these next ones, like when I think of New York Noise, like these are the ones, if you were to ask me like, what are the first videos or songs that you think of when you think of New York Noise and the influence it had on me? These are kind of them. Although, like I said, all of these could kind of fall into that category. But these videos, I really remember, like, when I saw them, just really making me sit up and go like, oh, who is that? I got to write that down. The first one is Matt and Kim. The song and the video is Daylight. Great video. Check it out, Daylight. And then we've got, I never really know how to pronounce her name either, Thou, and the Get Down, Stay Down. Seen her and the band live a handful of times. Really great. They've kind of parted ways, so she's solo now. But they have a couple of great albums. This is a really good one. Bag of Hammers is the track that I highly recommend you checking out. This was like this video is like electronica, really crazy. This is kind of one of those videos where at first you're like watching and you're like, what the hell is this? And you think it's like horrible or anything. And then the more you hear it and see it, it starts growing on you. And suddenly you're like, I like this, man. And this is the band Metronomy. And their video was Radio Ladio. Highly recommend you check that one out. See if you agree or disagree with me. Love this tune, alternative rock band. This song is just catchy as hell, just sticks in your head. Not like an earworm where you're like, I can't stop thinking of this song, get it out of my head, but just such a catchy tune, you instantly want to listen to it again. This is Pete and the Pirates and their video song, Mr. Understanding. Really awesome. That should have been, I'm surprised that wasn't really successful here in the States. It's so damn catchy, it should have been. This next one, just kind of a interesting band, kind of alternative, like a little bit of a dance vibe to them, indie rock band, Tilly and the Wall. And they've got a really great song on this called Pot Kettle Black. But the song and video that I first heard on New York Noise by them was called Beat Control. Check that one out. I don't have it physically. I have the digital track. Another band I think probably a lot of you might be familiar with, just kind of really mellow, chill, alternative rock band. I saw them live in, I think, Seattle a couple of years ago, maybe 10 years ago at this point. Band of Horses, but this was the first time I'd ever heard of them. When that New York Noise played their video for No One's Gonna Love You. Great, great song. Then we've got a really crazy band, crazy video, really cool. The My She, I believe is how it's pronounced. And their tune, Run to Your Grave. Really cool video. Check it out. Great song. Cool band. Another act that's kind of got an alternative sound, but later albums started veering more into kind of like dance and electronica pop stuff, is Lady Hawk. But her video I remember first seeing on New York Noise, I remember seeing and I instantly really just dug it, was Paris is Burning. Then the two big ones, the two that, if I think of New York Noise, these are the two that instantly come to my mind. First up is Santa Gold and her tune Les Artistes. Just a great, great song. She's kind of, you know, like alternative rock, but like kind of electronica, kind of pop sound to it. She put out a couple of really good albums. This is, I think, my favorite by far, but that song and video, Les Artistes, just, I can literally remember seeing it for the first time and just being like, wow, what is this, you know? And again, so many of these are things that I don't think, had I not been watching New York Noise, I don't know that a lot of these I would have ever heard, you know? And then the big one, the Soft Pack, great rock band out of San Diego area. The video, real lo-fi, low-key. It's not on this. I have it on CD somewhere, but I don't have it on vinyl. But their song called Extinction, just an awesome, like, lo-fi rock song. Just a great band. I saw them live at the Bowers Ballroom a handful of times. Just a great show. I was always bummed that they kind of called it a day. But yeah, so by all means, go check some of these artists out. Check out those songs. I hope, like, that there's a few of these that you kind of suddenly just dig and become fans of. This show was great. I miss it. I was so bummed when it went off the air. Shirley, who created the show, she went on and after it and created a show called Weird Vibes for MTV. Like, I don't know if it was an online thing. I don't think it was on MTV proper, but I remember catching maybe an episode of it. It was similar, but not quite the same. And I don't know, it didn't last that long, but nonetheless, it was really cool. And I mean, I couldn't thank her enough for exposing me to so many great bands, as you see. I'm going to put a link below. She's got a ton of clips from the old show up there on YouTube that you can watch. So by all means, go check it out and see some interviews and maybe some live clips and stuff like that. If you're familiar with New York Noise, I would love to hear any memories you have or any bands that I didn't even mention that they played. You know, there was tons of them, but yeah, just an awesome, awesome show. I am so thankful for shows like that existed that, you know, kind of exposed me to some great, great music. So thanks again for watching go check out those New York Noise clips, and we'll see you next time. Later on.